Take a slow breath in and a soft breath out. Imagine a quiet valley, a place untouched by hurry. The air is cool, the sky is clear, and there is a narrow path that winds through the middle of it. Waiting. At the edge of this valley, a traveler stands, tired, hesitant, carrying a fear that feels heavier than their own body. Far ahead, on the horizon, they see it. A mountain. Dark, towering, its shadows stretching across the land like a warning. In their chest, something tightens. It's too big, the traveler thinks. I'll never make it over that. I'll never make it through. But then, another voice appears. Not from outside, but from somewhere deep within. Gentle, steady, familiar. The traveler hesitates. Fear begins its usual whispering. Turn back. You're not ready. You will fail again. But the inner voice remains calm. Strength is found in approaching, not in retreat. With a reluctant breath, the traveler lifts one foot and places it softly onto the path. Then another. At first, nothing seems to change. The mountain still looms, monstrous and immovable. Thoughts race like a storm. What if it gets worse? What if I'm not strong enough? What if this problem is bigger than I can even imagine? The inner voice returns. Notice your thoughts. They are painting shadows, not mountains. As the traveler continues forward, the valley begins to reveal its details. They feel the soft brush of grass against their ankles. They notice the tiny white flowers dotting the path, swaying gently as if bowing in encouragement. The air carries the scent of pine. And somewhere far above, sunlight touches what looks like the highest point of the mountain. With every step, the traveler's awareness widens. They begin to see not just the silhouette of the fear, but the world around it. As they walk, memories surface. Times they turned back because something felt too big. Conversations they avoided, decisions they postponed, dreams they quietly placed on a high shelf because the shadow of what if felt too large to face. The mountain has worn many shapes in their life. This is simply its latest disguise. The inner voice speaks again with the quiet authority of someone who has watched many hearts learn this lesson. The mind is an artist. When you refuse to look closely, it paints your fears with wide, clumsy strokes. The traveler looks up. Something is different. From this closer distance, the edges of the mountain seem less jagged. Its peak looks a little lower. The shadow on the ground, though still present, is not quite as wide as before. The traveler blinks. Is it shrinking? The inner voice replies. Your fear is adjusting to reality. Step by step, the traveler moves forward. With each breath, the picture sharpens. The once terrifying cliffside is revealed as a gentle slope. The massive dark boulder is simply a stone of moderate size. The looming cavern is only a shallow indentation in the earth. What once felt like a giant is beginning to look more and more human-sized. Then comes the quiet turning point. One more step, not taken with confidence, but with curiosity. And suddenly, the truth is undeniable. The mountain is not a mountain at all. It barely reaches the traveler's waist. It is just a stone, small, ordinary, the kind a child might climb for fun. The traveler stands there in silence, face softening as realization settles in. The enormous shape on the horizon, the giant that filled their chest with panic, was only a shadow, cast by low light, long distance, and a frightened imagination. They kneel. One hand rests on the stone. It is warm from the sun, rough but entirely manageable. And with that touch, a weight they have carried for weeks dissolves, like mist under morning light. The traveler speaks softly to themselves. How many times have I been afraid of shadows? How many times have I let distance distort the truth? The inner voice answers, "This is the nature of the mind. It is not your enemy, only an overprotective storyteller." Images flash through the traveler's mind, all the anxieties about the future, all the worst-case scenarios, all the nights spent awake under the weight of what if. All of them mountains made from molehills, all of them stones masquerading as giants. As the traveler sits beside the once mountain, a new understanding takes root. Problems grow larger when we stand far away from them. Fear thrives in the empty space between us and reality. What feels enormous often becomes bearable, even simple, when we walk toward it and see it clearly. The traveler reaches down, wraps their fingers around the stone and lifts it. They test its weight. It is not light, but it is not crushing. It fits easily into the palm of their hand. They decide to keep it as a reminder that not every emotion is an accurate map of reality. Not every first impression deserves belief. Not every looming fear is as big as it appears. Most of the time, we are not facing mountains. We are facing stones that our minds have magnified. As the traveler returns to the path, the inner voice offers one final teaching, a simple Stoic practice they will use for the rest of their life. When something feels enormous, the voice says, do not turn away. Step toward it. Name what you are afraid of. Look at it directly. Ask it questions. Bring it into the light. Fear enlarges what is distant. Clarity shrinks what is examined. This is the practice. Notice, when your mind has turned a problem into a mountain, pause and breathe. Step closer. Gather real details, real facts. Name what you actually know and what you're just imagining. Return it to its true size. This is the Stoic art of shrinking what scares us. The traveler walks on, the stone resting quietly in their pocket. The valley is the same, the sky is the same, the path is the same. But something inside them has changed. There are no mountains left now, only challenges to meet one step at a time. Only shadows that will shrink whenever they are faced. As you listen, you might gently ask yourself, where in my life have I made a mountain out of a molehill? What fear have I allowed to grow because I never walked closer to see it? Take a breath. Whatever comes to mind, you do not need to conquer it all at once. You only need to take one small step toward it, because every time you do, its shadow gets smaller. And you remember again and again that what once felt like a giant in your mind may, in truth, be just a stone in your hand. Thank you for walking this path today. If this story brought you a moment of reflection or ease, I invite you to subscribe, turn on notifications, and share it with someone who may need a quiet moment of their own. Thank you for listening, and I truly hope this story helps you in whatever way you need today.